Okay, guys, give you now the rest of what I have for you. Move on to my DC, and pretty much DC was full of lanterns. Yeah, War Green Lanterns had to pretty much everything here is Green Lantern, um, and another team that I'm reading called JSA. Uh, so let's start it off, shall we? We'll start off with part 7 of War Green Lanterns, Green Lantern number 66. As you can see, nice cover. Jeff Johns, what can I say? Uh, Mr. Johns, you really have outdone yourself. You are really doing a good job with this story completely. And the other people involved in it, like Peter Tomasi and people like that. Um, it's Guy and Hal battling the Guardians, but the Guardians are actually they are host bodies for the spirits, the emotional spirits, like hope and willpower and things like that, and it's them battling the Guardians, and it's really funny to see how Hal and Kyle banter back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But it's really good. It was really good to see what's going on with this, and it's almost getting to the point where you're actually seeing, guys, what are the roles going to be after this story is over, for especially for the Earthling Green Lanterns. Um, but this was good, and I can't say anything more about it that if you haven't read, you should know about, because it was just that damn good. But part 7, War of Green Lanterns, was really good. I really enjoyed this. Uh, Jeff Johns, you just keep up the good work. That's all I can say. Green Lantern Corps number 60. First and foremost, like to take a moment of silence and for something that terrible, or I should say shocking, happened in this book. Okay, while Hal and Guy were battling the other Guardians, Kyle, who is a Blue Lantern, which looks cool, and John is Indigo, are off to save Mongo, the living planet, the planet, the the you know, and not spoiling too much, guys. Something goes wrong that, well, I shouldn't say goes wrong, but something that was trying to be avoided by these two. But unfortunately, it there was nothing more that could have been done but what happened into this certain character in the book. We have Nick Bedard, who writes this. Wasn't that bad. It was really good though, but it was just like with that last panel, the last scene. I read that, and it is so big you have to turn it sideways like this to look at it. Your your eyes are just go big, and your mouth just gonna go. That's how it is with this book. That's exactly how it's gonna be. You're just gonna look and say, you're gonna look like a Looney Tune character. But if you're a little older, you're just probably gonna say, "Holy shit!" That's pretty much. But Green Lantern Corps number 60 was really good. Not just because of what happened in the end, but just, once again, like I said, we are seeing almost the roles, and just, it was just good storytelling. But also, it's a moment of silence for that certain individual that, you know. So that was part 8. Part 9, War of Green Lanterns, Green Lantern Emerald Warriors. Alright, down to the wire. One more issue to go before the ultimate end to this story arc. Peter Tomasi. Peter, Mr. Tomasi, sir, whatever you are smoking, I want some. I want some. Because this was good. This was good. The gang, pretty much, Hal, Guy, Kyle, John. It's time for the big guns to come out. And it's time to figure out how to stop Krona and bring the Lantern Corps back. But not only that, just to stop the craziness that's going on. And Mr. Tomasi delivers. Boy, does he deliver. Boy, does he deliver in this. I don't want to spoil a lot for you guys if you haven't read it. So all I'm going to say is, if you have been enjoying War of the Green Lanterns like I have, there's nothing more to say. But this was good. Very good. Alright. Green Lantern's over. Next up, JSA number 51. Dr. Fate fights for the soul of Lightning. Yes, Lightning, for all that don't know who Lightning is the daughter, youngest of Black Lightning. His daughter right here, Jennifer. Mark Guggenheim, once again, does a good job at writing the JSA. Not only is this book pretty much all about Dr. Fate getting Lightning's soul back, we also go to what's going on with Jay Garrett as being mayor of Monument Point, if you've read issue number 50. And Monument Point has a lot of issues. Money, budget, cops not being paid, all you can name it. And at some point, Jay looks at himself and is like, what have I got myself into? What have I got myself into? I'm used to fighting. He said literally, I would rather take a punch from Solomon Grundy than deal with all this political stuff. But in the meantime, we have Blue Devil, Alan Scott, and Dr. Fate here traveling to another dimension to get Lightning's soul back, while Dr. Midnight works on her physical body. And it was good. We almost see to the point where Dr. Fate basically showing that Ken Nelson, no matter what, is willing to die to help his teammate / friend. That's what we see in this book. That's what we see between Dr. Fate. Not only that, almost the cost of something that happens to Dr. Fate. If you've seen what Dr. Fate looks like underneath this mask, under Naboo now, with his face, that crescent, that symbol that he usually comes through when he teleports, it's like burnt onto his face now. I'll give you that away. And he says he got that from facing his own demons. And that's pretty much the whole gist of this book. It is really, really good. If you're reading JSA, as I said before, you won't be disappointed. Mark Guggenheim, good job. Very good job, Mr. Guggenheim. Very good job. And that's all I'm going to say about it. JSA number 51. Lastly, on my list on the books that I have, Boom Entertainment, Boom Studios, The Traveler, number 7. Mark Waid, Stan the Man Lee. This is by far my favorite, my second favorite out of the Stan Lee stuff. My favorite is Soldier Zero, but The Traveler comes next. And for all those that know, the Traveler is he's like a time hero. He has time warping powers, and he pretty much came back in time to make sure his creation stays alive, pretty much. But things go awfully wrong, and now he's stuck in time in like a paradox where all these ancient figures are really, like, for example, for all those that, we've all, for history wise, for all of us have wondered what happened to Amelia Earhart. Well, it's explained in this book what happened to her. He gets to meet, the Traveler gets to meet Amelia Earhart. Uh, but his enemy in this is really weird. He's really crazy looking. And I know a lot of people that have been saying to me, man, I wish I could read it, but I don't want to pick it up and catch up. And I don't want to pick up. I want to start at the beginning. Good advice. Good advice. I do recommend for any of the Boom books, The Traveler, Soldier Zero, Starborn, start from the beginning. Don't try to pick up issue 7 or wherever the issues are. Start from the beginning if you really want to get into these books, because you'll be lost. You won't know what's going on. But I've been reading from the beginning, but it's been really good. The Traveler's been really good, and it's all about a time traveling hero, pretty much. And who doesn't like time travel? Mark Waid does a good job writing, along with Tom Paver. They write together on this book. And Chad Hardin, his artwork is not that bad, but it's actually good. Okay, guys, that's all the books I have for today. For all those that didn't, the first part had the Marvel stuff, and this part had the other books. I shall be back with episode 3 as soon as I can. Hope you enjoyed these books that I have. Can't wait till Flashpoint number 2. You guys tell me what you thought about this week's books. Did you have any of the books that I had? What did you think of it? And this is Mount Vernon Kid, people. Saying once again, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for just listening to me rant or do things that I like doing. As always, welcome to my world, as I always say. But other than that, guys, I just like to say, take care, one love, stay tuned. You guys take it easy.